Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert.
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, everybody. Ooh, the loud birds are
The
singing.
loud birds sure are there.
Alright, so we are in definitely America, not Japan, and we're going to meet our client at the detention center.
Now here's a prediction I want to make. Not
Okay.
involving this case. Do you think I will have graduated college by the time you upload this? Do you think I will be, like, off working at this
Quite
point?
possibly. Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Oh man, that guard is just dead. He's no eyes.
Ooh.
He has no eyes.
He looks like, a very, like he would be in a Pixar short film. Very, like,
Maybe.
artsy looking.
It's April
At least there's
17th.
a better window this time.
The detention center visitors room. There, it's a window now. Ah, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Who are you?
Never mind, it's a...
Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, huh? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law.
We literally saw him earlier.
I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out of here! Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes. How incredibly rude! Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rude! Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies, too. No, wait! We could do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they? Whew! That was close! We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges.
Does he have 50 billion, like,
Charms.
on his head?
Yep.
I guess that's one way to bandage a head.
Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Yeah, he's scary looking a little bit.
He looks scarier than he did in the video.
Yes. Reason for arrest. Mayor Tenba, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better off unsaid. I heard it. Ba-doo. Oh, no, it's still recording.
Make sure that the
volume is...
make sure the game audio is recording.
I'll do my best. Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Ah! Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this! This arrest should never have happened! Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth! I've now but one choice. I must leave her at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Whew! Our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed other than Kyubi. That's why I was arrested.
Could have said that earlier.
Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Ho! Huh? Is that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume that your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Prosecution ain't gonna have that, though.
No, prosecution... We don't even know who the prosecutor will be.
I do, but you don't. What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late. Oh, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now! Yikes! That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the alderman's murder? Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Kyubi was dead set against a municipal merger. And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Ah! Curses! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie! Forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine! Just leave it to me! If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma. Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. And now, with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need. Leave it to me! Trucy and I will look after your daughter. I shall rest a bit easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetales Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters. Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me! Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. Whew! Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Oh, check out what his ringtone is.
I don't remember what this is.
The song where Gavin's guitar catches fire. That La Mewa sings. That his mom sings. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a call from Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask.
Clean the toilets.
Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right! I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her that you needed help with a case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what?! Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before! What does she look like?
You'll know when you see her.
She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. We find another yellow-suited lady with an attorney's badge. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. Franziska's suit changes from blue to yellow.
She doesn't have an attorney's badge. She has a prosecutor's badge.
Oh.
A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetales Vale quick. Alright. Going back to Yokai Lane. Ugh. This doll right here is kind of creepy, holding like
It looks like Astro
the sugar
Boy
cube.
A little bit.
April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. I think this is Athena.
I already told you I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where Kyubi Manor is.
You can't fool me! Oh wait, no, policeman, we gotta give a weird voice. You can't fool me! You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky!
You stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know!
Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes.
Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested!
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it! Enough of your lies! You're coming with me!
Ah! Get your hands off of me! Whoa, that's not gonna end well.
Instant replay. Did we really need an animated cutscene just for the jujitsu move?
Yeah, we did.
Ugh! Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time?
Whoops! Are you okay?
I think so, but that police officer's out cold.
I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something.
Reflex? Sounds more like a felony! You're Athena Sykes, I take it?
That would be me. And you are?
I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency.
The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name.
It's a long story, but it is a law office among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you?
Oh, right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always.
Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away.
I like Athena's theme song. So Athena, I heard you just passed the bar.
That's right! And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me.
a bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18.
18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age?
I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there.
All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something.
That explains why she'll say a lot of random words in other languages.
Yeah.
I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer.
Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work?
That works. I feel like psychology would be a great thing to study to be a lawyer. So tell me about our client. What are they like?
Oh, right. You haven't met him yet. Well...
Let me explain everything to you. Oh.
And that about sums it up.
He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father.
Wait, are you crying?
I'm not crying. There was something in my eye.
They're called tears.
Moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1.
So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology.
That's right. I always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget.
Widget?
This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget.
It talks!
Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Now that I seriously doubt!
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case?
A special edition covering our case? That was quick.
That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido!
Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? An airborne figurine resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetails Vale. Language we can't read.
That's really close to the timing
Of when we saw him.
of when we saw afterwards of the people freaking out that he's dead.
Tenmataro was seen— What? He was seen flying through the sky?!
Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near the Ninetails Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred.
Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think that a yokai was involved.
Wait a second. Yokai is in one of those Japanese monsters? Mingut! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you?
No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Special edition paper added to the court record.
Undale, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene already.
Andale, andale!
Oh, I can't read.
It's Spanish, so it's fine.
I didn't take Spanish. Yep, that's your attorney's badge, alright. Still, grimy look makes me think of all the courtroom battles you faced so far. I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to go.
Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate her dreams about work just yet. So we got an attorney's badge, a scroll, a charm, a flower, and a newspaper.
Give her the flower.
Great. Hey, baby, I want you to have this.
Yeah. Sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind. But give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed psych style. I'll get right on it right now.
No need for that! I was just wondering. I don't think she reacts to really anything. Oh, okay. Nothing new here. Let's go to the foyer.
Murder place? Someone is a little full of himself.
A little bit.
Also, look at that Von Trapp staircase, though.
Wow. April 17th, Kyubi Manor foyer.
That's either the ugliest couch or it's the sunlight.
That's the ugliest couch.
Oh, man. And a phonograph.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner.
That one. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing, according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in the Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here!
Ah!
Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... Ah! You're them lawyers came to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Should've reckoned that you had that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. Looks like Mundungus Fletcher a little bit.
I like it.
He looks weird.
He looks like someone that would be in Atlantis.
Yes, he does! And that's not a compliment.
That's not a compliment, sorry.
I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here.
Wow, talk about a quick change of heart.
So, tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebas out of witnesses, huh? Come here, yellow little horn demon, you! Youch! These horns are... I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't? Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me.
I actually like this character.
Then again, it ain't none of my business, so... that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I'd best get back to work.
Ha! Halt! Stop right there!
Huh? Me?
Apollo, your bracelet's gone.
Ah! Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. He's wearing
it.
Somehow, I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag. It was barely in the bag in the first place.
That was a pretty pathetic attempt.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you.
Ew.
Sheesh, I almost feel sorry for him now. That's a creepy smile.
What should we do about him, Apollo?
Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Ho ho!
Hey! Didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us?
Run away! Run away! Head for the hills! I don't like that guy.
Get back here, you!
Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and this one's of the foyer.
He left his shoes behind, too.
The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief.
Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give him back the next time we see him.
Oh no, my shoes!
Oh no, my shoes! As for the diagrams, I say we keep them.
They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Crime scene diagram added to the court record. Foyer diagram added to the court record. Now then, as I recall, the Fox Chamber should be at the top of those stairs.
Behind the painting.
April 17th, Kyubi Manor.
Dude,
Fox Chamber.
this is dope. This looks like something the Beast would have in his castle.
It's forbidden!
It's the Forbidden West Wing. Whoa!
Wait, oh my gosh, that's Azula on the far right.
Azula?
Looks like it. A little bit.
It's a mix of like Azula and the chick from Princess Mononoke.
Sure.
Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from?
The popular opinion seems to be that they're from the Tenmataro.
Mm-hmm. You mean the great evil has returned?
Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him.
Hey!
Hey! Who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene!
Oh my.
And who are you? Are you with the police?
Dude, he looks like a Pokemon professor.
I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Back! Under arrest? But... Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. But please, wait! We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers! Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha ha! I almost took you two in! You sure too sure or suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day.
Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust.
Because it's
Oh
just
boy,
us.
this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? So this is the new detective in the game.
He's interesting.
He is a character where I'm like, oh man, I want Emma, but he definitely grew on me.
I want Emma and I want Gumshoe.
So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not! No unauthorized personnel allowed! Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once or you'll have to deal with my little friend here! Ack! Yikes! Is he reaching for his... In justice we trust!
Wow.
Whew, it's just his badge. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line. I mean, he's got a point.
Apollo, let's see if we can change his mind.
Good luck! Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Persuasion.
I like his theme.
Yeah, his theme's great. You're wasting your time and mine! Nobody's crossing this line without authorization! I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice, that would be you, at bay. I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right? Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What?
No, silly! We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
No! It can't be! You have him on the ropes now, Athena!
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too!
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ah! Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice! What would you have me do?
I think we really got him.
Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go.
Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or should I let them through? Whose justice is more just?
That's just funny. Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? Sliding the screen moves the cursor and the camera, right?
Yep, or you can touch the arrows on the screen to change your perspective.
Thank you for teaching me how to look.
If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nos alos, come on, sir, let's get started!
I don't know what those words were either.
Me neither. I think it was Latin, but like, even I don't remember
So,
Latin.
gotta ask, does Bobby Fulbright remind you of anyone?
That we know personally?
No, just like fictional
Just in
characters.
general? He does remind me of someone. Can I think of who, though? Maybe a Ghibli character?
Okay, because the first time I saw him and heard what he was saying, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's Space Hunter Drake Redcrest.
Oh, from
Chibi-Robo.
Chibi-Robo? Yes, yes.
Which justice is the most just, Chibi-Robo? He
Yeah.
even dresses the same. He even has like the visor in terms of the sunglasses. It's amazing. All right. One nice thing though is that you have the cursor, and if it's like surrounded by red, it means it's something you haven't examined before, and it'll have a check if you've examined it before.
Okay.
So that's nice. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenma Taro was imprisoned in there before his escape.
Think we could get this door open?
It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust! Yikes! Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either. So, an unopenable door. Right. According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Ah! Forget I just said that! So, the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind.
Oh yeah, there's a check mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that, because oftentimes I'll be like, this should be something different, but it's saying the same stuff.
Look, this statue only has one tail.
Maybe it's the Nine-Tailed Fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power.
So, if you had 2 Apollo, I'd only have 1?
Wait, what?
Not that that means you're better than me, got it?
Like I said, what?
Because he's higher up and older than she is.
Nothing of particular interest here. Oh, man. I want to examine Azula.
Cool, cool. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair.
Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it.
Really?
Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings.
So he's the prime suspect in a crime that he knows nothing about? That stinks. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him.
It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster.
There is something kind of funny but also annoying about, like, here's the female of the game. She uses her emotions to figure out the...
For Athena, it actually works well, though.
It does for her, yeah.
It's not Super Princess Peach.
It's not Super Princess Peach. Super Princess Peach, she cries, and then she can get past the... Yeah.
So, this is where Alderman Kyuubi's body was found.
Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it.
That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here! Yikes! Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigations, so... In the name of justice, I must say goodbye! What was that all about? There's a lot of weapons on the wall. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can't lift it up and... Freeze! Yikes! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there.
Hey, Detective Fulbright. Did you hear about that attack over at on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth.
And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once! In justice we trust!
That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more.
The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weaknesses.
Let's freaking go.
Athena's kind of terrifying at times with
Oh,
her
yeah.
facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Stuck on you.
Sticky tack. Not sticky tack. Green Laffy Taffy.
Yes, clearly.
Looks like a large blood-stained cloth.
The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? There's a lot of weapons on the wall here. Let's take a look-see.
This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers.
Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once.
Really? What are they used for?
Oh, things like pinching through cheeks,
Ew!
pulling out tons.
Stop!
That's what
Stop!
Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes.
Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that.
Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. People!
Oh.
Yeah, this is what they meant by
Oh.
you can look at different angles.
I like that. It's a folding screen.
No, I did not want to save.
I wonder what they were using it for.
I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show.
You mean like my attorney's badge? Poor Athena.
That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her.
She does look like she's 15.
Not really.
Kind of.
When was the last
Her
time you saw a
height helps her.
15-year-old? They're tiny.
They can be, yeah. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum here? In there?
Unsteady and, restless.
That's a direct representation of your current state of mind.
Wait! That was some kind of psychological test?!
My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool.
You're actually not that far off the mark.
Looking around,
It's the time continuum.
Look, trophies. Ooh, this one was awarded to the Alderman Kuyubi. I can't say that all
Kyuubi.
in a row. I keep accidentally thinking I'm gonna say Alderman.
Oduban.
The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Division winner, Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Tournament.
Yokai division? I didn't know you could have a division of one.
Apollo, you should enter the Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Fire Brand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night.
No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Here comes the masked bear with his faithful steed.
There's like gold behind the chair.
There is indeed.
Doesn't this Tanuki... That is not how you spell that.
That is how you spell Tanuki, actually.
Tanuki. Actually, yeah, you're right. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch?
This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. The fact that he's got those, like, black parts around his eyes are creepy.
He does sort
It
of...
reminds me of a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It reminded me of, because I've been playing Mario Sunshine recently. The raccoon things inside the... You know, you, like, bring them blue coins, they're like, here's our shine
oh yeah,
sprites
the Tanukis.
that we've been hoarding from the main town.
Yep.
I don't understand them.
Yeah, that does look like him.
Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch.
Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know.
Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. She and Drusy would get along. A hatch.
Huh. That looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there.
Wait, what if you got a running start and jumped?
I doubt even a high jumper could make it.
Don't rule it out before you try it! Besides, I'm an excellent jumper.
Even so, that must be about 9 feet high.
Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice.
She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words.
That's not really a foreign word. We
Monsieur.
say Monsieur. Monsieur. La, la, la. A window, and it's open.
Hey, this window opens! And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff.
The window only opens about 6 inches, just like a college dorm window. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo. There's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be some sort of animal.
Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman Kyuubi have a pet fox? I hope so. Golden fur added to the court
I mean,
record.
it's obviously Mr. Costume Boy.
Pony boy.
Lucky cat.
Oh, now we can examine Azula. Oh man. Oh, never mind. Azula has a snake neck.
Yeah, but
I didn't realize. Yeah.
Look, a cat with 2 tails.
No such thing.
Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that?
There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing.
Oh. There's no body below that. It goes whoosh.
Yes.
That's why. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus.
What's that got to do with anything? think this is the last thing to examine. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro battling it out.
Careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it.
Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood.
How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood?
Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so... Apollo, none of the cases you were involved in had, like, any... Oh, never mind, level 2. The case definitely did.
Which one was that again?
The one where we saw the flashback to the guy on the floor dying, like, 12 times.
Oh, yeah.
The Gavineers, but I'm like, poisoning didn't have any blood. Noodle Stand didn't have any blood. He didn't even investigate the crime scene in the first case, so...
No, absolutely not.
Never mind. Forgot about Laplu!
You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case.
You're moving farther and farther away from the microphone. Yeah.
What? The chair. Stop rocking.
Well, it's more just you're leaning way back.
Well, because my back hurts when I do this, because I'm a hunchback.
Oh, sorry. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor, too? Hi, diddly dee. An actor's life for me. Fox and Demon statue added to the court record.
Yeah, that's everything.
Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows.
Hey, Apollo. Do you hear something? Cutscene.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine.
What are you talking about?
A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. In
justice we trust!
Ah!
Ha ha ha! Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct.
I heard it through the air ducts?
Yeah, check it out! But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there, and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears.
And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something.
A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something.
Flying bird.
And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you?
I guess you're right.
Speaking of things in this room, yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy! In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Aw, come on! Throw us a bone here.
Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. But I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need.
Derek! I suppose I did say that! Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard?
Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto. To serve and protect.
I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course! I must serve as well to protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice!
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, we did it alright. But I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Oh, actually, should we present stuff to him first?
Sure.
At least our attorney's badge.
Yes.
Gotta present the badge. So this is my attorney's badge. No! Present it with more confidence and conviction! Like this! In justice we trust! Okay, how's this? Apollo Justice, attorney at law! Here comes justice! That was amazing! But you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Let's see you do it 10 more times. Okay, I'll try my best.
Apollo, what are you doing?
Nick! How did he talk me into this? He does have a groovy theme song.
I like characters with the groovy theme songs.
Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door.
We didn't see that coffee on the ground.
Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked? Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman Kyubi didn't have a key to the Fox chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder.
Disappeared? You think the killer took it?
It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is the most important. Of course I'm not going to share that information with you, ha ha ha!
You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain mean!
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal! I only help good little boys and girls!
Shameless rascal? Who even says that?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Crime photo added to the court record.
I
Well,
wanna
thanks for
look at
giving
it.
it to us, Bobby.
I want to look at that crime photo ASAP. Yay! Yeah, so we didn't see that coffee whatsoever. There's a whole, yeah, okay, the green thing's under there.
Yep.
Weapon, shoes,
Claw marks.
claw mark, well, the feathers and stuff. I'm trying to see if there's anything immediately that I'm just like, that's out of place. Why was the chair overturned, though?
Maybe he kicked over the chair when he was jumping towards the killer. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay.
Also, no, I do not want to do that, Sam I am. How old is, oh wait. So, Avena's 18, Damien Tenma's 45, Rex Cuby's only 46? And he's got silver hair?
Well,
Oh, wow.
there are people that, like, have silver hair once they're 30.
True. Bobby Fortwhite, he's 33, the champion of justice.
Yeah, he looks
But he's
like...
Filch is 50.
Ew. Ew. Creep and perv. No. Mm-mm.
He was not perving.
Well, he wasn't perving, but he could be. You know,
Yeah, that is baseless conjecture right there.
it is, but I don't know. He tried stealing stuff. He's 50. He knows better.
Yeah, he does. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you?
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like the creature did it.
Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
Can Tenma whatchamacallit even make a victim of slander?
I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman.
So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer.
Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you! At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that.
We haven't met the dude yet that's done it.
So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right! Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Ha ha ha! Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yup. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were... Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch. The guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again once we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl would lift up that huge spear? True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
I'm guessing there's a, it's a double crime situation.
You think it's,
So two people working together.
So you think it's, the flamboyant guy and then, like, Filch, maybe?
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is one of them, probably Filch, sleep drugged, did that whole thing. And then the other one, the flamboyant boy, ran in, speared him, took off, caw, planted feathers, etc.
All right.
Because at the rate that we're going here, you need 2 people. Even if it's not intentional, like one person, 2 people working together, it might be like someone, spilled something, and then the guy was like, I can work with this.
Oh, okay.
You
yeah,
know?
but like one person really couldn't do a lot of this stuff.
No.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial? That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
Interesting.
What the? Is this some kind of joke? Yeah, this is where I'm like, the concept of the prosecutor is so stupid, but also the prosecutor's great. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles.
Gosh dang it! That's Athena's power!
Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. That's their baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer! No matter how you look at it, that's just insane! Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so... none of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha! This really is the dark age of the law.
Wow. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Black Quill, would he?
Bingo! Simon Blackquill! So, you have heard of him!
You could say that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Probably he, killed her father or something.
Killed your father? Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow? Ha ha ha! Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, Detective Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? That doesn't look like the sort of place... This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off.
Ah! I hadn't even noticed! Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright? These wouldn't have to be your shoes, would they? Yes! Yes, they are! My favorite pair, in fact! Thank you for bringing them to me! You must truly be on the side of justice! Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective.
Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing.
I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is.
I was busy snoozing, so I couldn't be at the crime scene.
I was busy taking a big nap.
I was busy in the kitchen
with Dinah.
With Dinah?
I was in the kitchen with Dinah.
Oh!
Someone's in the kitchen, I know.
Gosh. Yeah.
Alright, well, that's where we're going to end the video for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. So, yeah. Interesting case, huh?
Yeah. It is an interesting case. I like it. So
I like Detective Fulbright. I also really like Prosecutor Blackquill.
I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, even though the whole concept of so he's a convicted murderer and he's allowed to be the prosecutor, what? But once I met him, I'm like, I'm actually okay with this. So
there you go.
Look forward to next episode. I can't remember how long the investigation period is. We might actually finish it next episode.
Okay.
So look forward to that next time until we meet again, my friends. Have a great day and God bless.